Right, good morning, and thank you very much for joining me again today, 25 December 2019. And a Merry Christmas to all of you that have been watching Gambakwe Media over the past year. We have had over 30 million views on our Facebook, YouTube, and on our websites. And I'm very, very excited to say to you, we have gone beyond my wildest expectations. Where we've gone this year, 2019, is amazing. Gambakwe Media in 2019 started with me alone. I had no one else who was working with me. I was being sued and I was on the verge of being ruined because of some stories that were published, and I didn't know what was going on. I was on the verge of quitting. And now, in December 2019, Gambakwe Media is in a very, very strong position. We have 50,000 followers on our Facebook page. We've got over 30,000 followers on our YouTube channel. We get massive views on our websites. Yesterday, I had to move our servers to new hosting plans. So we used to share hosting. Now we have to dedicate each of our websites to its own server, just because we keep passing the thresholds that the host is giving us, and the host is very, very generous. We get these blessings that keep coming to us from nowhere. And I want to explain to you how that happened. I want to explain to you how we managed to reach 500,000 rands in revenue in 2019 from only 70,000 rands in 2018. So what this means is that we've grown our revenue by more than 4 times. So this is amazing. This is amazing to me. It's an amazing achievement. And where this all started was back in January. We had Cyclone Idai around earlier this year. And when this cyclone started, I decided to do something about the cyclone. So I took probably my last $3,000 and I helped to construct some toilets in Zimbabwe. I also managed to talk to people who know me, my friends in the diaspora, and we managed to collect funds. So I remember people like Tapiwa, Zanele. There's lots of people who helped, who contributed to this fund. People in the diaspora who contributed, and we managed to construct a full block of toilets. And to me, it meant nothing. But as time went on, I realized that was a turning point. The seed that we planted in the community, it came back to us hundreds of times over. Our platform grew, our connection to the community grew, our commitment grew. And what made me even more excited is that opportunities kept coming, ideas kept coming. So the reason why I'm telling you this is I want you to understand, if you're a young person in Zimbabwe, that it is possible for you to break out of where you are and do something great. 2020, where we're going, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot that we can do. So let's continue on the community work that we did and how it impacted our business. So my belief is that if you want to do well, you must first of all seek blessings. So if you are blessed, if you're a blessed person, everything of yours goes well. Everything you touch turns to gold. Even if something looks like it's going to go terribly wrong, if you've got blessings, if you're blessed, everything is going to go well. Every bad situation is going to turn around and become a good situation. So, well, in the beginning, we obviously, in the earlier part of the year, did the toilets. Then I think that was a bit more in between. We had the situation with the xenophobia. We managed to use the platform to raise funds. And I remember particularly the Stolle family, the family of Isaac Stolle, people who helped the platform when we put the call out, people like Chieza, and a lot of other people who assisted us to raise funds for the widow. After that, I asked Prophet Advocate Joshua to visit me. He came and visited me here in South Africa. We spent a week together. We also did a lot of other things. And what made me even more excited is we started to employ young people. So I take all these things that we did as a giving back to the community. So basically, what I'm saying is seeking that blessing was something that made it 2019 a very different year. All the other years, it was grinding. But in 2019, the first thing we did was to seek a blessing, to give back to the community, to get in touch with the spiritual. That's what we did first in 2019. And things started to happen. Connections started to happen. Money started to flow into our accounts. So, as I said, we hit 500,000 rands in 2019 for the first time. That's amazing. In any way I can describe this, this is amazing. We've been able to do more. And this is recurring revenue that we've managed to do online. Not just on YouTube, but other things that we do. We've also managed to establish certain connections that are going to make 2020 very, very easy for us. And I'm also excited that the young people that are working with us, I would like to increase that number to 100. So the target that I have for Gambakwe Media is 100 people working for Gambakwe Media. And I think if we do that, we have played our own part in Zimbabwe. We'll have done a big, big job for our country. Now, I've explained what we did in 2019, how we looked for the blessing first, then how things started to happen. And I've explained how we touched the community. Now, I want to look at the future. What is the future? If you're a young person, what is the future? The future is online. So, if you want to make money, you're going to be online. You have to make connections. You have to talk to people. You have to become the face of your product. I am really appreciative of all the people that have met me everywhere I go. You guys stop me, you talk to me, you connect with me, you call me on my phone. And we're creating a new culture in our country. And this culture depends on media. That's why I always say to people, there is nothing as important as a free press in any country. A free media is going to take our country to the next level. And I have to keep explaining this to people. There is nothing that you can do without a free press. And we don't just want a free press. We want to create a media industry in film, in media, in newspapers, in television, in production. These are things that we can do with nothing else. Myself, all the money that we've made it with my cell phone. I don't have any special equipment, and I keep telling young people, you can do it. We need to create a media industry. So this is where we are going. Going into 2020, I'm going to be thinking, strategizing, working on how we can create a media industry in Zimbabwe. And I'm really, really happy and appreciative of all the people that have come around me, people who have got the same vision of a media industry in Zimbabwe, of a free press, of us putting ourselves out there. All the friends that I have that are out there, that are creating. And I want to particularly mention my friends who are working with me, Innocent Govea, who has been helping me a lot. He was the first person to start working with me. Kundai Chitima, Lynn Fitho, Prophet Advocate Joshua, and I can mention a lot. TV7 Live. I talked to Dr. Clarence for advice all the time, and people who work in our technical department, people like Danai who are doing the development of our websites, all the young guys, the interns who are working at Gambakwe Media. It's amazing what you guys have been creating without realizing it. You are creating the future for the industry. Also, the universities that are providing us with students, who are providing us with graduates. When I put out an advert, I get hundreds of adverts, of responses. People wanting to work with Gambakwe Media. What we have created is amazing and interesting and exciting at the same time. My friends who work with me, all the people who have came on the show, Tinashe Jonas, who's been abducted, Love Mofiane, Dr. Kucherera, my lawyer, Dr. Sbanda, Advocate Sbanda, and, well, my family. So, without my family, nothing would happen. I don't sleep. I sleep at 10 o'clock. I wake up at 1 a.m. to work on this vision. I do a lot of other things during the day. People have to give me understanding because sometimes I'm not as available as I should be. And I cannot emphasize more the first part that I said. Seeking a blessing. The people that have come in my life and blessed me. People have prayed for me. I get prayers all the time. Prophet Jeremiah Davis, Dr. So many people. I can't even mention all the people that give me prayers. And we're starting to meet new people who are coming with new ideas. But what I want is for you guys to be part of this. I want to create something that can develop our country. Because I know that what we're doing is impacting the highest level of our country. We need you guys to engage more with Gambakwe Media. There is nothing that can stop us growing, building a different country. You see what our country is like. Our country is not doing well. People are suffering. Hospitals are closed. Do not look away when you see this happening. Speak up. And the change begins with you. Your little thing that you do, if it's positive, it's going to impact our country. It's going to impact young people. It's going to impact future generations. Do not be afraid to speak up. Do not be afraid to collaborate with other people. Because no man is an island. That's why you see we come out here day in, day out. And I'm grateful that it's starting to happen. It's starting to bear fruit. And I'm very, very happy. This Christmas Day, 25 December 2019, the great things that we've done and the great things that we're going to do. So if you are going into 2020 with us and you want to engage, you want to work on ideas, set up an appointment with me, have a call, and don't be afraid to engage with me. We're doing a lot of projects in Zimbabwe next year. The guys in Chitungwiza, I've put an advert out. I want to work a lot in Chitungwiza, in Bulawayo, in Harare. We want to do more. And we're going to be giving more back to the community. I'll be announcing more the giving back that we're doing as we go into 2020. Thank you very much. I've already talked too much. If you're watching this video on WhatsApp, please send it to as many people as possible. And please have a Merry Christmas. Don't drink and drive. Let's get back to 2020 with everybody alive. Thank you very much.